matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from once.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. To the air. It's Castellanos. Throws to the back. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going for it all. Makes the grab on the big throw. Wide open spaces. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Go straight ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. He's loose. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown Seminoles. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. It's a seam wide open. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Looking for space to the left. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the single back.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Trying play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Ready? Single, single.
They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. And the Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Gamecocks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
He splits the uprights. That brings them to within one.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. Oh, out of space. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the grab. It's Davis. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Got a man. It's Williams. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Now on second down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
The Seminoles will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Seminoles will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Plows through the defense. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. Lets it fly. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15. Handoff from the gun. And he's going to be cut down behind the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Finds his man. It's White. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. Got a man. It's Williams. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Florida State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
That touchdown pass at the end of the half is really going to help out this quarterback's confidence. The extra point's going to give them the lead. You got to feel good heading in at halftime. When you're up on the scoreboard, expect them to keep throwing it around in the second half.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Floating away. Uncorks one to the middle. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Touchdown, South Carolina. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, big-time players make big plays in big games. And on that fourth down, final play of the first half, what an unbelievable job making the grab and taking it in for the touchdown. That was huge for the offense, giving them the lead. You just can't do it any better than that.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. The short hands, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Knowles! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. Running through contact. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Pushes toward the goal line. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. With the catch, it's Williams. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Gonna look downfield again. Throws for the tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. He'll set up to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
I really like this call to go for it on fourth down in this area of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Gonna take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, going up top. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Goes to the option. Shakes off the defender.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
So we open the final period with a third down play. Leaves it with the back. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Open space at the 25. Turning it on. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Now rolling to the left. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Find space on the right. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. The give as they work on that clock. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And the Gamecocks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. And the Pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. To the air, it's Castellanos. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. 1st down, you get the sack. 2nd down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting at 3rd and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. That's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Here's a heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. You want to talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.